Okay, this is the response to the gorgeous George fella, Georgie, my Georgie boy. I got your lovely flag of one of my videos, and you know very well, obviously, it's a false flag because none of there's no parts of that video that has any clips, any solid clips of your part of that episode whatsoever when you had your guest by the name of Sarah West. It was me with the screen on my computer, just basically showing what people are talking about. It has nothing to do with jerking you off, but you have a habit of doing this stuff anyway. I want to let you know that you did me a favor by having my channel flagged, because you know when my channel got flagged, you see, YouTube took away the ability of me to have my put videos that are over 15 minutes, and I could only put videos now that are up to 15 minutes or less. You did me a favor in a way that because of this, that I had to close down my channel, reopen it with another Piss 4400 account. I saved everything that I got on my flash drive, and you did me more of a favor because there were certain subscribers, and I'm not talking about the ones that subscribed because of Gorgeous George, but there were certain other subscribers that had subscribed to my channel around last winter because of some videos I did about Dollar Tree that I didn't really want as subscribers. And when I closed that channel off, that kind of nuked them altogether. And keep in mind, for those that are listening and watching, I'm only talking about people who have came on under my subscription before I started doing any videos of Gorgeous George. So that means that it doesn't reflect on the new subscribers that I had from September to now. Okay? So I'm going to ask for the people that have been subscribing to my channel because of Gorgeous George and my reviews, or not so much my review because I haven't actually done no review of this man yet. If you think my videos were that bad, wait till you see the review that I'm going to be working on. And I guarantee you that I'm not sure if I would put it on my Piss 4400 account, but I'll definitely find some way. I'm very good, and I'm a little bit more smarter than you. And but the damn difference is I cannot read, I cannot spell what I like to say. Unlike you, you can write, you can read, but that doesn't matter. A person can be just as much articulate, than a person that can read. I mean, than a person that could read and spell what they want to say. So that's what it boils down to. The only hassle was it took me a while to kind of get all my videos down to a flash drive. I'm right now transferring it to a flash drive, some of them. Those are the newer ones. And as for that video that he flagged, I still got it. I'm just going to take my room off, and we're just going to put the picture of Sarah West on there, so he won't have no excuse whatsoever to flag my video as a copyright violation, because that's really what happened. And keep in mind, when your videos get copyright under a copyright violation, and you get a copyright strike, you won't be able to put videos that are over 15 minutes long. They'll take that away. And so this didn't happen before, but this is something YouTube came up with. And this guy knows very well that my intentions were never to even steal his intellectual property. Who wants to be bothered with his intellectual property anyway? It's not even worth a cent. It's not even worth a penny. It's junk. And the only thing that is good for it is the internet. But the only reason why, George, that I choose to study you, which I have been studying you for the past, I would say, almost 60 days now, is because you have a little bit of myself that you remind me of, just a tad. More likely in dealing with people, more likely in being around people. And keep in mind, nobody knows the real person. Nobody, as far as the Gorgeous George people, know about myself, my who I really am, and that's obvious because this is the internet. And so, I may seem like a smart person, but I have some deficiencies. And I know, George, that you love to use those advantages to people who so called, you say, try to attack you. You make fun of special education people by talking about Sean and degrading you graduated from a special ed class and all that stuff. Well, what's the big deal if he did? And even if he didn't, it's the principle of it is that you're making fun of people who had graduated. You know, anything that is a discredit to George, he will pathetically, well, anything that's a discredit to somebody, well, he'll use it in a pathetic manner because he's butthurt. Simple as that. And I can, just like you be hanging up on these people, I can do this many times as I want. The only damn difference is I'll be careful how I put my videos on regarding you. However, I'm not going to be intimidated by you or anybody else. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are. I don't give two fucks about you. I don't give two fucks about what you say. I don't give two fucks about any video response that you may do. You just better not be doing stuff that is unlawful as far as what you have done already, like threatening people, putting personal information on the internet, things like that. And that's, as long as you call me an idiot or something, I'll be fine with that. I'll be fucking fine. I'd rather be called a moron or faggot like Sean than to be sitting around going through things that are crossing the line. You get what the fuck I'm saying? People are ashamed to even do videos about you because they're afraid to get their channel flagged when their videos are really not in the sole, when their accounts are not in the sole purpose of your show in general. You also need to look into some help, dude. You need to get some serious mental help. Search online. I'm sure there's an evaluation plan or treatment that a doctor can evaluate you and diagnose you for the disorder of malignant narcissism. Because, buddy, I'll tell you, if I really had a show, and I'm not talking about your show, but a real show where I can get guests, I probably would have a guest psychologist or an evaluator that will look at all your videos, and then he or she or myself can discuss, does this guy have malignant narcissism? Does he reflected things of malignant narcissism? And I guarantee you, if a psychologist says that you have it based on the performance that Sean's seen and everybody else, well, I'm sure you'd be dumb enough not to listen to them, and you'd probably be dumb enough to call them trolls, and you'd probably thinking that I'm putting things in their mind or some shit, because that's what you are, that's what you think. In one way, I kind of used to think that every video I put on, I expect everybody to feel sorry, for every viewer to feel sorry for me, simply because the principle and the facts that I put down when I do my videos. But I find that's not always the case, and that's not always how it works as far as getting people. And so when you be doing these tirades about people who you claim done more shit to you than what you've done, it's one way hypocritical, and the other way is the fact that that the reasons of all this stuff you're saying is just because someone says a disagreement. This is the United States of America. And although I'm not much of a patriot person, but I do believe in freedom of speech in any and all parts of the world. I don't believe in one country should have it. I believe all countries should have it, and that's my prerogative. If someone has a problem with that, well, I'm sure it wouldn't be the same way as Mr. Uric would have. Um, Anywhere for making fun of people with bladder issues, although he just saying that, but and he just saying that just to make himself look good. But anywhere from that to all kinds of things, calling people at their jobs, get talking to their employers and getting them fired. That's almost like cyber stalking, my friend. And the employers that are be listening to your crap, there's something just as much wrong with them as it is with you. To be quite honest, because anybody else with a brain would not listen to a faggoty fat ass like yourself. And you need to shave that hair of yours, that hairpiece that looks like a skunk's tail. I don't know why no one didn't catch on to that hair. I said that hair looks like a skunk's tail. I said, look, this white part of his hair. Now there are actually people that did talk about his hair looking like weird, but it they didn't but they didn't look at it as a skunk's tail as I did. And one of the old videos I watched, where a woman called your show and said, "Where'd you get that hair from?" And you told her it was a gift from God, and she basically flat out told you look stupid, and you do look stupid. I don't understand that. I really don't. I mean, they got hair dye or they got some stuff where you can put your hair and make it like black again, because so. But for those people that are listening and watching, when I actually do my official review of the Gorgeous George show, it will be longer than 15. It will be longer than 30. It'll be about the same time as Mr. Brennan's review of the Gorgeous George documentary. Only this time, the difference between myself and him is I'll be doing a full evaluation of his show and his review, and everybody, not just George, Kevin, that black dude, everybody, because I intend to do a full evaluation review, and there are videos I care for as far as you, but I watch them anyway because I like to learn from people like you. Mostly because you remind me more of myself. I already talked about that, but there's more to it than what I already talked about. I'm not going to get into that. I don't wish to. I may do that later on, depending on the situation. All right, it's almost complete. The videos I got from YouTube, my new videos, are almost complete to my flash drive, and so I got a few minutes before I go. I want to give out some shout outs. I want to thank all the people that subscribed to my channel because of Gorgeous George and supported my intellectual opinions towards this man. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel if, again, the reason why my channel closed because simply he flagged my video, and when my video had a copyright strike, I had restrictions on my account where I could not upload more than 15 minutes, and I don't like the way YouTube did that. They used to just give you a copyright strike and that's it, but now they disable your ability of putting videos more than 15 minutes. So I had to close that account and I remade Piss 4400. Got the same Charles Manson picture, got the same artwork, which is actually here. This was a drawing that someone gave me from a hospital that I went to, which I really think George should have been to. Somebody like George Uric needs to go to this Inspiria hospital. Somebody that really needs help. I didn't belong there. But it interests me because of the social interaction parts of it. But you really need to go to some hospital, George. They got all these crisis places that you can go to. Because the threats that you make on your videos, You know, some of these people will actually put you in crisis, and they'll actually do an evaluation with you for like maybe a week or more. So I'm not surprised you wasn't put in no institution. But you know, let the right person that you fucked with, and I guarantee you they may put you in the hospital like that, or even worse, maybe with some broken bones. I'm Piss 4400. Thank you for watching, and keep fighting the good fight against idiots that abuse the system like George Alexander Garrett. And I see y'all the goddamn motherfucking later. I appreciate it. Goodbye now.